Hello everyone, World Rocket Health is here with you from planet Earth. It has been exactly 10 years since my spiritual awakening, since a near-death experience that enabled me to begin life afresh with a blank clean slate and with a greater level of consciousness. As part of the 10-year awakening anniversary commemoration, I am releasing a series of videos explaining everything I have learned and continue to learn as it pertains to health, wellness, psychology, and self empowerment. Today is part 11, and it's dreaming, specifically sleep dreaming. Yesterday, I spoke about dreaming while awake and how our dream body is constantly pointing towards subtle senses and signals. And today, I want to talk about the more quote unquote traditional meaning of dreaming, which very specifically entails the subconscious images and the reality that we experience during sleep. Now, as all of you have experienced, many times when you are asleep, you are living in a completely different reality. In your dreams, you are living a version of yourself which may be quite similar to, but in other cases, quite radically different to your identity and the reality as you know it in your day-to-day life. Now, getting to know our dreams better can really help us become our greatest version. While I do not think it's true that the images and the stories and the events that you see in dreams are necessarily a harbinger of things to come in your waking reality, I do believe very strongly that the sensations and the emotions behind those images can help you in learning more about yourself. All of us have had bad dreams and sometimes quite catastrophic dreams. And 99% of us, these things do not come to light. So I can say very confidently, without a shadow of a doubt, that dreams in and of themselves don't necessarily predict the future. What they can and do very much function as are devices that can help you learn more about yourself. Just to take me for example, since I was a kid, I have often had recurring dreams of being in the midst of a natural disaster, be it earthquakes or tsunamis or volcanoes. These are common things which I have seen from a very young age. Now, that doesn't mean that I am attracting natural disasters into my reality, but what it is pointing me towards is that there are parts of my subconscious mind that are somehow seeking to deal with these very catastrophic events, or some parts of my subconscious which are constantly fixated on this idea that I have to ready myself for some kind of huge calamity or huge disaster. So we are all dreaming all the time. Most of the time, a lot of us, we don't remember our dreams, but we're always dreaming, we're always seeing images in our sleep. Now, when we awake and we have a lingering sensation of a very powerful and vivid dream, in those moments, it's really important to, before we start our day, to really learn how to sit with these dream images, and specifically the waking sensations that they've left in you after you've woken up. And that's important because if we kind of ignore them, those lingering dream images can affect our energy throughout the day. And unless it's a positive dream, then not being aware of these can often cause us some issues. So the dream sensations leave us with what we can call a felt sense, which is what Eugene Gendlin calls it in his books about the dream works and about focusing. We can also call it basically dreaming edges, which is what Mendel refers to it as. Basically, they're just subconscious sensations which have lingered after you've awoken. So learning how to sit with them and allowing their message to come through, and feeling into that dream world and the sensations that it gives you, and trying to listen to its message. One really constructive way, something I've learned a lot from Gay Hendricks, which is to ask yourself what positive thing is trying to emerge, what positive messages is trying to come through. How is this trying to help me live my life in a more constructive and empowered way? So breathing into it can really help us a lot, I believe. So that's it, that's dreams. Work with them, and don't worry if you see bad dreams. It doesn't mean that the disaster is actually going to happen. It just means that there is a part of yourself that your subconscious is asking you to look at. And it's using the medium of these images and these forms in order to get your attention. So play with them. Dreams are fun, they're exciting, they're not something we have to be concerned about. They're just a fun, playful tool that our human experience has given us in order to better ourselves. This has been Wild Rocket Health with you. Thank you very much and have a wonderful evening. Feels good to breathe and to be alive.